What's up, everybody? It's your girl, LaJAshley with LaJAshley, and I'm here with someone that I've been meaning to sit down and talk with for a very long time. Khamia Montgomery, the founder and curator of Brown in the Box. If you don't know what Brown in the Box is, it's literally changing the game for textured hair by putting small businesses and indie brands directly into your hand every month. Khamia has an incredible eye for discovering brands before they blow up, and she's been carrying LaJAshley products since January, which I am very honored and blessed, and it means the world to me. But more than that, she's building a community where textured hair isn't an afterthought, it's the main character. So, Khamia, thank you so much for sitting with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and to talk to everyone about my brand, what I do, how I help people, things like that. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. So Khamia, how are you changing the game for small hair business owners who can't afford major marketing budgets? I know this might be a loaded question, but your thoughts?
Basically, I feel like we're all working together as a partnership, and it's not just me talking about my brand, it's also me telling people about the brands that they aren't aware of. Every time I'm out doing a vendor's pop-up, I tell them about LaJAshley, C3 Restoration, and also another brand called Israel Handmade that I'm working with. And they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know these brands. They're shocked, they're in awe, they're happy. They say, okay, I wanna follow up with you about these products. And also word of mouth, that has been helping a lot lately too. Telling people about the benefits, samples, being able to let them smell the products. Smelling the products has definitely been making like a huge benefit on either they get it or they don't want it.
Got you, yeah. So definitely word of mouth, you're definitely helping to spread it word of mouth every time you go on an event or a pop-up. You're introducing, new clients to customers that products like us might not have been able to get in front of, and so thank you. I appreciate that. What's the most common mistake you see new textured hair brands making when they pitch to you?
So I will say that mainly I'm the one doing the pitching.
Okay.
Since I'm a new business, since I recently launched, people don't know about me just yet. But I have been providing more emphasis on communication during the stages of formulating the products or just getting the products in general. I want to make sure that customers are, not the customers, but when I pitch to people, they're more so like the vendor pop-ups that want me to be at their brand tables, at their appreciation days for customers. I would say it's mainly me doing the pitching as of right now. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either.
It's a lot of practice.
Yeah, definitely. But it helps to prep you, for larger scale, right?
Exactly.
And so it's great to pitch regardless. What's one brand partnership or collaboration that completely changed how you think about textured hair care?
So as you see, I have microlocks, and when I first got them, I just thought that I would just get a retie every 6 to 7 weeks and that'd be it. No, I've come to find out that it takes time to get the microlocks installed. You have to make sure you get a retie. With my hair texture, I have to get a retie at least every 4 weeks or every 5 weeks. So my stylist said, okay, it'll be 6 to 7, but she said, no, you have to come in more frequently because of your hair texture. I feel like that really blew my mind because I thought it's just, we all have one texture, we all have one type, but no, even my 5 older siblings, they have different hair textures too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's fascinating.
Yeah, and so what would you say your hair texture is more on the softer, finer side?
It's more, on the softer side, less coarse than my other sister. She has a strictly like a more tighter curl on her hair.
Does she have locks too?
She does not.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay.
Just me.
Okay, gotcha. So what was the aha moment when you realized textured hair needed its own dedicated discovery platform?
So I was taking my hair down one day during the pandemic, and I realized, why aren't there textured hair care boxes for people. That's when Brown in a Box was discovered, right at home, taking down some knotless braids or something like that. And that's how I knew I needed products delivered right to my door. And I want to be that person that's bridging the gap, telling people about the brands that I find locally and surrounding counties. That's basically it.
Awesome. Okay, so Brown in the Box puts small businesses front and center. What drove that mission over partnering with bigger brands?
Mainly because there's hair care products out here that we can easily go get from the hair store. We can easily get them from mainstream spaces, but I want to provide emphasis on the small businesses that formulate these products, that handcraft products. They are people who are going through the same challenges that I went through. These are people that have created products that help people, their own loved ones and family members, and I want to be the person that is continuing on that legacy that they are starting.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's a really great mission, really great plan. You're essentially a textured hair detective, right? Okay.
Technically, yeah.
So what are the red flags that immediately tell you that a product won't work for your audience?
So there's a few things. The first thing that I do notice is the target audience. Who are they? Who is their target audience on their website, on their digital presence, like on social media, on their website? I try to observe those and be more intuitive on who are they trying to reach. That's when I'll say either this is a good brand or this is a complete flop. Also, when I look at the product list on the ingredients, if the ingredients have like alcohol, if I see parabens or phthalates in them, that's when I'm like, okay, that's a complete red flag and we gotta go back to the drawing board. So basically those are some of the ways that I know that for my target audience, that won't work out for my box. It won't work out in my box.
Absolutely. And LaJAshley stands behind those same things. So if we realize that there are just a load of chemicals in the products, why would we want to use them? Why would we want to put them on our skin, on our hair? What is that actually going to do to benefit us? It's not. So having that mission in mind is just so important when it comes to all hair, right? Mm-hmm. All skin. But yeah, absolutely. I love that. What's one ingredient or claim that brands think textured hair needs, but you've learned we actually don't? Water.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to drown your hair in water to wash it. You have to saturate it, of course, but I feel like depending on the porosity of your hair, if it's a low porosity or high porosity, you either need a good oil or a leave-in conditioner or moisturization. Either one of those two items will help. You don't have to continuously wash your hair because you're removing the bad oils out of your hair. You want to keep those good oils in there. So definitely either a nice serum like yours, or you can do like a nice moisturization like the strawberry cream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I've definitely learned that, just water does not help, right? If we all just decided to just wash our hair in water and then that's it, no, our hair is not going to be happy at all, no matter what hair texture, right? At some point you're going to need something more. And then overwashing, of course, can irritate the scalp, can of course dry out the hair, leads to breakage and all of that. So definitely need to have a diverse set of products when maintaining your hair, for sure. I totally agree with that. So walk me through your testing process. Do you personally try every single product that goes into your box?
So, in short answer, yes. I do try every single product, and I also have unpaid employees that help me as well. My family, my friends. I'll also get their feedback. I have small people from the age of 2 to people that are grown adults from 65. I like to get everyone's feedback because, as you know, not everyone's hair texture is the same. Not everyone needs the same products. So being able to branch out to see what their feedback is extremely helpful. I either veto the product or I use it every single day.
Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, so those unpaid employees are the best sometimes. They give you the best feedback. If they don't like something, they will let you know. If they do, they'll let you know too. So you gotta love them. Okay, now what's the wildest transformation story a subscriber has shared with you about a product they've discovered through Brown in the Box?
So there was actually a customer I had based out of Columbus, Georgia. She used actually your starter set, and when she used the starter set, she noticed that her hair felt so much more light and fluffy. It was like, the way she described it, it was like a cake. Like she said, it felt just moisturized. And honestly, in the video, I could definitely tell the difference compared to when she previously had videos to now. Her hair just seems so much more fuller, and not in a sense of dry, but it just seemed full of life, I must say. And those natural ingredients, they really help with her hair. So it's definitely been helpful.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so good to hear. I love those stories.
Right.
So now we're gonna get into some industry questions. We're gonna go into a deep dive because there's a lot happening in the industry. But what's the biggest lie the hair care industry tells textured hair consumers?
Just because it has a plant or a leaf or says organic, it's still possibly there's toxins in there. I feel like that's the biggest lie that I've learned since researching hair care products, that just because it has the organic or the plant-based doesn't necessarily mean that's true. You won't know until you research, and I've had to research for hours to learn about the ingredients and the products that are in there.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a while for consumers to be educated. But yeah, I mean, Google, you got AI, it'll help so much know what's good and what's not bad.
That's true.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely agree with you wholeheartedly. Next, what's one thing about textured hair that even people with textured hair don't realize they're doing wrong?
So there's two things, and I used to do this myself, I won't lie. You have to be gentle with your hair. You know, if you're taking your braids out, if you're taking a protective style out, put some leave-in conditioner, a moisturizer in there. Be gentle with your hair, because technically it's a part of your skin too, and we all have to just reframe our thoughts and our habits with our hair. And I try to tell people, like, just be kind to it. That's why when you have those affirmation cards, you're not just reading it, you have to believe it as well, because you want to be gentle with your hair, basically.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, you know, from childhood, we're all a bit traumatized with the comb and a hard, stiff hand. But I think, you know, as we've learned to embrace our hair, we've learned to be more gentle. So we start at the end and work our way up instead of starting from the top. Trying to force it. Yeah, so definitely agree as well. Okay, so what conversation about textured hair care do you wish would just die already?
That's a good question. I think about the Korean products. People are saying that, I saw a TikTok where this young lady was saying the Korean products are safer, and yes and no, we don't know that 100%, but stop like shaming people who actually create handcraft products that serve us, that don't hurt us. Stop saying that, you know, these Korean products or Japanese products work better for you. They may work better in a certain light or a certain sense, but not just with hair care.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. There was actually this one hair care product that I feel like was going viral. And so my first thing to do, because it made the hair look so nice and glossy and glassy, and I'm like, automatically silicone. So I did my investigation, as I always do, and I looked at the ingredients, and the third or fourth ingredient was a silicone.
Wow.
And so I bought 3 different silicones, and I'm like, of course, that's what's gonna make the hair look glassy, it's gonna make it look beautiful, but then over time, you're gonna realize that it's gonna do a load of damage, and you're gonna probably have to cut it.
Exactly.
So yeah, do your research, don't just follow trends, and make sure that you stay educated. Okay? All right, so now, if major brands are watching this, which they should, what's the one thing they need to stop doing immediately?
Stop lying.
Stop lying.
That's number one. Stop putting these artificial names on the labels, tricking people thinking it's organic, it's actually healthy, it's plant-based. When It's really not. Once you flip that label over on the back, you read all those ingredients and you don't know what that is. You use AI to Google it, and it's just full of words that we really don't know. So definitely, number one is stop with the fake labels.
Stop with the fake, absolutely. And then again, that goes into education. Most people are not gonna want to take a chemistry class to understand certain nomenclature that the common person is not privy to. And so on my website, I do have a blog that identifies some major ingredients that you need to avoid and why, because they have these big long names and half of us don't know what it means. So that's one of the reasons also why I made my ingredient label very legible, because most people understand what shea is, shea butter, and olive oil. You know, using their technical names might be very foreign to people. They might not understand. So making the labels a little more legible and understandable for the common person, you know, really does help with them understanding what is in this product.
I think they feel more confident when they get the products too. They're able to, they feel more at peace, especially knowing that I use the products too on myself. They can go to my Instagram and see me washing my hair with these products. They do feel a little bit more confident with purchasing them, most definitely.
Right, yeah, for sure. We're doing a great job.
We are.
So we're gonna get into behind the scenes a little bit. Okay. So how do you balance featuring different hair types and textures within the textured hair spectrum?
So that's a great question. I'm actually working with a marketing analyst who is able to help me find my target audience, because it can be a wide range of different communities on Facebook, Instagram, on Threads, TikTok. We don't know who we're reaching, so we're trying to reach everyone right now, and then we'll narrow it down as the months progress.
Got you. Okay, that's a very great strategy. And so
thank you.
Yeah, so looking forward to see, you know, how else you're going to cater to the spectrum of hair. Okay, so what's your personal hair routine that subscribers would be shocked to know about?
I feel so ashamed to say this, but my hair doesn't really need to be washed often, so I wash my hair about once a month.
Listen, sometimes I probably wash my hair, but that's because I'm just so busy. But honestly, I feel like the less I personally touch my own hair, the better it is.
That's
and
a
so,
true statement.
Yes, and you know, and which is why when I was younger, everybody thought that I should get locks. They were just like, oh my God, I think you would look so good in locks. But I'm just like, I don't want to limit my hair yet. I'm like, maybe when I get older, I'll be more like inclined to want to do locks.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, right now, you know, also with my brand, I kind of just want to show a little bit more of my hair and like, you know, different styles and stuff like that. But yeah, for sure. When it comes to washing, I'm definitely more of a co-washer myself.
Okay.
And I'll, if I have braids, protective styles, that's when like I'll, you know, definitely shampoo a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, but otherwise, you know, I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we are on quick fire questions. Okay.
Oh boy.
So wash and go frequency.
Once a month.
Protective style or wash and go.
I would say wash and go.
Most overrated hair trend.
Oh my gosh, this is so controversial. I would definitely say the lace front wigs right now.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
No, I feel you, girl.
Sorry.
So, Khamia,
yes.
You said that you are currently carrying 3 different hair care brands.
Yes.
Okay, so what made you say yes to carrying LaJAshley products? What stood out?
I would say what stood out to me is the personal experience. Being able to walk up to your table back in 2022, even before I knew I wanted to have you as a featured brand, I said, she's so nice. I love the way her energy is. She was educated on her products. You're educated on your products. You know what you're talking about. And that makes me feel comfortable with making a purchase. Just like anyone else. They want to make sure the owner knows what they're talking about with the brand. and being able to try the samples too definitely swayed me in the right direction.
Awesome.
So being able to get to know the person, getting to know them and sampling their products, having my family sample their products, it gives me much more confidence in using them as a featured brand.
Got you. Yeah, no, definitely using my products will definitely change your mind. I'm a little biased, aren't I? Okay. Okay, so 5 years from now, what does success look like for you?
5 years from now, that's a great question. I would say 5 years from now, I would definitely want to have different variety of hair care boxes. So if you have dreadlocks, if you wear wigs, if you have prontos, I want to be able to specialize in specific boxes for those people and cater to them. Also, I also thought of the great idea to do like a podcast with the business owners. Talk about them, why they created their brand, how they can help others as well. It's like a hot seat type of thing, and being able to interview them and get to know them, having the audience get to know them as well. I would definitely love to explore that option as well for
that's great.
Few 5 years, yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I definitely love curating boxes per hair type. That definitely sounds like a really, really great plan. So more power to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so if a young entrepreneur is watching this with textured hair, what's one piece of advice that you would give them?
I would say, be consistent in what you're doing. Don't just make an idea and, fall off of it. Try to be consistent with your idea and use your word of mouth. Use your community around you, the support that you do have to keep your brand going. Definitely searching for products. It was a challenge at first because I couldn't find anything. So staying consistent telling them to stay consistent on social media, email marketing, vendor pop-ups. Make sure that you are continuously putting your brand out there. I would definitely say that.
Okay, that's awesome. That's really great advice. Yeah, keep pushing, keep going. Find your community. That's major key right there.
That's true.
Khamia, what's the next big thing in textured hair care that your subscribers should watch for?
The next thing is education. I'm realizing during vendor pop-ups, online presence, they're wanting more than just the product. They want to be educated on their own hair type and their own, what works for their hair, definitely. So being able to be knowledgeable about what products or ingredients work for you, because some people have skin conditions, they can't use everything that you see in the store shelves. So definitely education on the products, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. And I absolutely am an advocate when it comes to education, especially at pop-ups. I think that helped me to really form my brain around educating people, because people would always ask me questions. And in the beginning, there were questions that I couldn't answer, and I'm just like, well, I need to be a little bit more knowledgeable on certain things, certain textures. And it definitely helped a lot. Like my clients, my customers absolutely love when they ask me questions and I can actually give them an educated answer and that actually works. So it's very effective when you're educated yourself, you're trying to educate your consumer, but also being educated as a consumer as well. True.
Just helps overall.
Most definitely.
Okay. And for someone who's never subscribed to a hair care box, why should they try Brown in the Box?
I feel like you should try a Brown in the Box simply because you're getting an experience. You're getting more than just the products that go inside of there. You're getting a vision that was in my mind for years that I took to execute. And now I'm in a space where I feel confident enough to be able to give you these products. I've used these products. I've had loved ones use these products. Don't feel insecure about regretting this purchase, because you are in a space where I was in that same space before. So being able to walk away with that feeling it's just overwhelming, and I love it every time I see someone purchase a box.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fulfilling when you feel very confident in your buy, because sometimes things can be so overwhelming, especially if you just go to the beauty supply store. I'm trying to figure out what to use for my hair, and you got a million products looking at you like, pick me, you know, and you don't know what to look for, right? But you know, she's created a box. If you have textured hair, she's tried it, she's used it, it's tested, it's proven. What are you waiting for? Khamia, thank you so much. This was so good. I really enjoyed having this conversation with you, and I hope you guys did too. Please tell the viewers where they can find Brown in the Box.
So you can find Brown in the Box at www.browninthebox.com, Brown without the O, and all of my social handles are Brown in a Box without the O, BRWN in a box. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you follow her. And if you haven't subscribed to a hair subscription box for your textured hair, Brown in the Box is a way to go. See ya.